I have no idea what's going on right now. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ventonwyn Estate, where today we're going to be doing some ploughing, and we're going to start off with the headland here. We have the... I've forgotten the name of this plough. I'm a genius. We have the Moro Raptor PNT-28. It's a 3.5 meter 5 furrow plough. It is a land plough as well, which means that to use it properly you don't actually use the furrows as a guideline. You do kind of, but you don't drive into the furrows. You actually use them as a guide. So what we're doing right now is we're just laying out a headland. And we're going to go up to the other end of the field there and lay out a headland there. And what we're doing, for those of you who are probably wondering why we're ploughing, is we are ploughing the slurry spread in the last episode. We're ploughing that into the field. We are in the Fendt 724 yet again. This is probably the only tractor we have that's powerful enough to actually handle the plough. That's our lower headland done. So let's head up to the top of the field here. And do we need to... Yes, we will need to flip the plough here. So it does flip in a bizarre way, I will admit. We'll get a smallish headland in here as well. And this is just going to mark the end point of our main ploughing. That's why you plough... Some people just lay down a single blade, some people plough fully like this. It really is down to personal preference how you lay a headland for ploughing. I'm doing it like this because this is the only way Farm Sim will allow it. There is no Quentin with us today. It is still... what time is it? 7:30 in the morning. Sergey, I have heard, has been drinking last night, so he's probably not going to show up for a little while. He'll probably show up soonish, I think. But they'll turn up when they want to turn up. Either way, we need to get this field done, because we do have a power harrow waiting for us at the shop. We did buy it. Currently we're on negative money again. We do owe the bank a bit of money, but it's not a massive amount. There will be money coming in. And I thought I planted corn. Apparently I planted wheat. Or barley or something. That is wheat by the looks of it. Just as a bit of a test seed, so we're going to plough that under as well. We have no need for any crops in this field. And you can see we're kind of struggling with this hill a bit. 7.2 kilometers an hour, but more than enough speed to... make it up fully. We'll get the very edges done last year, I think. And there's the plough in. All we gotta do is plough in a straight line, so this isn't gonna be fast work. I don't think it is. He says cruising along at 16 kilometers an hour because it's downhill. This isn't gonna be fast ploughing by any means. It is going to take me a while, a couple of hours I think at the very least. And hopefully I'll be back a bit later on. I'm not going to skip, well, probably will skip ahead to me being a bit further into the field, but I'm not going to magically skip to me being at the end of the field straight away. Because these first few rows, first few passes are quite difficult because you're effectively making the line you're going to follow for the rest of the field. And the plough does like skipping and doing some weird stuff. It's going over hills like this. However, I do think we're nearly finished our first pass after 5-ish minutes. And there we go. Let's lift this up. I do want to actually hop out of cab and show you guys, out of character, the wheel shader in full effect. If you remember in the last video, the tires weren't really deforming at all. Now because of the plough, and only because of the plough, they are really deformed. Because this is a really heavy plough. This is ridiculously heavy. You can see they're deforming with weight as well, and there has been some evidence for this actually being a feature in Farm Sim 17. The garage trailer, I didn't mention it in the stream on Friday, the garage trailer does seem to have some indications that the wheel shader is working in this manner in FS17. So we're gonna plow away. I'm gonna hop back into the cab now just because I wanted to show you the wheel shader at work. Oh, I forgot to mention the weight at the front. This is a workbox on the front. It is it contains a few bits and pieces just in case anything breaks. As you can see, I did change the did decide that I wanted the stock grille back on this Fendt. I wasn't too gone on the chrome and talking to a few people because I'm recording this before the previous video even goes out, so sorry if you like the chrome. It's gone because a lot of people I spoke to said the chrome looks atrocious on Fendt. Unless it's on the exhaust, because that looks amazing. So we're back to the stock grille. Stock exhaust isn't going back on because I do like the chrome exhaust. This thing is a bit of a beast, powering up to 7 kilometers an hour with a weight like the plough behind it. I did miss a bit there, and ooh, yeah, we found something that Fendt didn't like there. So I'm just gonna grab this bit that I missed, which theoretically I shouldn't be doing with the plough, but oh well. Here we go. And we'll just spin her around. I think I may have left too much of a headland down here. If I can do this. Yeah, I left way too much of a headland down here. That's fine, we'll fix that later on. So I'll catch up with you guys when I am a bit further into the field, possibly nearly finished with the row passes. I'll see you guys then. I'll see you guys then. That's much better. So we're about half an hour into the ploughing now, and ordinarily this is where I would have left off for the video, but we're only about, what, 10 minutes into the video? Once I've got it edited, 10, if not a bit less minutes into the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the drone off and give you guys some drone ploughing for a bit while I talk about how I've been doing. I mean, the ground here is pretty tough. It's not been easy ploughing. That's why we're going at a... I would say low speed. We're going at a reasonable clip, but that's mainly because this plough is able to cut through fairly easily. As you can see, I'm not, the best driver in the world. These furrows aren't perfectly straight and perfectly aligned with each other, but they'll do. They're only gonna, the only purpose of ploughing this field is just to cut up the sod. It's not to align it perfectly or whatever. It's just cutting up the sod because this field needs to be ploughed every year anyway. And we'll get the power harrow out. Power harrow, which is apparently a word I can't say. We'll get that out later on and level the ground off a bit. I'm gonna say we're doing quite well, just looking backwards, and it's relatively straight. Yes, we do still have the headland areas to cover. With the plough, but in terms of progress on these passes, I'd say it's pretty good. No worse than I've seen from George Saunders. JWB contracting, they're their furrows ain't always perfectly straight, so I'm gonna call this a good job so far. Not easy, not exciting, but good. Ploughing is never the most exciting thing in the world, so I mean, it has to be done though. But a good plough job always looks nice. I mean, there's something just pleasing about seeing furrows that are relatively straight and relatively aligned with each other on a field. I know we'll be breaking it up fairly quickly, but it's always nice to see at the very least. Now, the hope is that come the stream this afternoon, I am going to reference this out of character. Come the stream this afternoon, I'm going to cheat some money in because we are at negative balance. I want to get something that I downloaded last night. I want to get something that's a bit of a blast from the past because I want to do some silage this afternoon. I don't want to use the ridiculous harvester. That's kind of a running joke in this series, that harvester is a thing. Gonna get a bit of a blast from the past though. And I don't mean, you know, something... I do mean something classic, but I mean something that's been on the channel before. Unfortunately I deleted it in the meantime, so I had to find it again, get my hands on it once again. So that'll be coming up, and some of you guys will recognise it. All I'll say is there's going to be a bit of Sim in the stream today. He's not there. Because knowing him, he'll lurk, most likely. But there's going to be, you know, he's going to have a little touch in the stream. Yeah, that sounds wrong. He's going to have a little bit of influence. Because we're going to be using something he has done a bit of work to. I might have a look at it myself and see if I want to do anything to it. Because there's one or two things I'd like to do to it myself. If I've got the time, which I might not. So, yeah, the stream today will be doing some silaging. That'll be 2 till 5. Nice 3-hour stream. I do apologise for Friday's stream being a bit shorter than usual, just 2 hours. I needed to do a lot of stuff, and I still don't know if at the time of recording, I don't know if I'm going to get it all done. It's quite late already. Because this is being recorded on Friday. So, I got a phone call from Sergey. He is just after waking up. He said he'll be ready to work later on today. Gonna get the cultivating done before, possibly before. Yeah, probably before the stream. So this area will be probably avoided. Gonna try and get the cultivating done before we head over to the field to do some more silage work. Refill the clamp. Need to tell the guys what they need to do. They probably won't speak in the stream. I'll turn off the communications with them, but they will be working for us during the stream. We might hear a word or two from them. You never know. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys again for a little while, and be back when we're finishing off the lanes and starting to work on the headland, because that's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. And this field is going to take a lot less time than I had originally anticipated. I'm going to say that much. So I'll see you guys then. What the... I have no idea what's going on right now. So I lifted the plough and this suddenly started happening. See if I lower the plough, will it stop? Yes. Okay. So okay, that was definitely a thing that happened. What was that? Oh dear. Now I gotta get back up around the field I'm supposed to be plowing. Oh dear. I'll be back with you guys when I'm almost done. Alright, so we've been plowing for about an hour now and we're coming up to the end of the field at least. Which is always good to be reaching the end of the field, but we still have the headlands to do. It's probably going to be another half hour to an hour, I think. I don't know if I'll be able to give an outro because it is currently 25 past 10 on Friday night, so I might be able to. Out of character. Of course. I honestly have no idea what caused the weird glitch that you I may or may not have put into the video. That may be a video of its own. Because that was a funny one. I may put it into this one and make it its own video so you guys can come back to it and just watch the tractor deciding to take flight with a plough. Plough propelled flight, maybe? I don't know what I'll call it, but it'll probably be its own video in its own right. Because that needs to be seen by many, many people. When physics goes wrong. And for those of you who are probably wondering, yes, I am doing this all manually. I did hire a worker briefly to get the thumbnail for the video, but that's literally it. I do tend to work manually, even off camera, even when your bits that I know I'm going to cut out, I work manually, because I genuinely kind of like ploughing. It's boring, but it's relaxing. You know, it's not the most mentally draining thing in the world. Yes, it's boring, but it's something you don't need to think about too much. Go to end of field, turn around, turn plough, go to other end of field, rinse, repeat several dozen times. So an hour in, we're almost done, at least. I'll get back to you guys, because there's still quite a lot to do. I'll get back to you guys when we're starting the headland, and then probably again when we're finishing the headland. Because I don't think you guys want to see... I don't think you guys, you know, want to see a buttload of ploughing where I'm just going up and down the field like this. I think you I hope... hope you prefer just kind of quick updates on progress and, you know, seeing the entire job get done, as opposed to, you know, the first half hour there's barely anything done, so I'd be finishing this off on the stream as opposed to finishing it off now, and it makes for a more interesting stream where I do silage instead, which is the plan. Hooray! So I'll get back to you guys when we're starting the headlands. I'll see you guys then. Alright, that's the field done for the most part. Now we'll just move on to the headlands and get them started off. We're gonna just work along the line we created at the very beginning. Do this top headland first, the far off one over there next, and then we'll work the bottom last. Because the bottom headland should, in theory, take us out of the field and allow us to get the thing, the power harrow, still can't say that word, power harrow, in pretty easily, I think. I'm not 100% sure how easily we're going to get it in, because the Fendt is now kind of struggling with all the ruts that the plough has created. This could take a while. This could take a very long time, because we're going to be doing some strange lines through here, and I don't think the Fendt's going to be too happy. But the field is, for the most part, if I just swing the camera around, swing the drone around, it is for the most part done now. It's just a case of finishing off the headlands, which shouldn't take a ridiculous amount of time, but close on half of it is, in fact half of it is going to be uphill ploughing, which is not going to be in any way quick at all, because you know, you're breaking sod and going uphill, so the Fendt ain't going to be too pleased. Also, is that rear wheel embedded in the ground? That's potentially asking for trouble. Please pop out, please pop out, please pop out, please pop out. It popped out, kind of. So I'm going to continue on and finish this top headland. I'll get back to you guys when we are working on actually finishing this top headland. Because the first lane and the last lane are going to be the hardest. So I'll see you guys then. Alright, last pass on our first headland, and it didn't take as long as I expected to do this. I'm gonna be honest, this is going a lot faster and a lot smoother than I'd anticipated. So as soon as we got this pass done, we'll go over to, as you're seeing it through the drone, looking down the screen, on the right hand side of the screen, towards the top, you'll see there's a patch that still has corn stubble on it and bits of chopped up corn stalks. That's going to be our next little bit that we hit. That's that done. We'll just lift this and we're going to run over some of the ploughed ground, so some of you won't be too happy by this, but we do need to... Oh, we get hold of some pass. If we get the majority of it, I'll be happy. I don't... Yeah, that's good enough for me, to be honest. I don't mind leaving a small bit unploughed. I can grab that up with the power harrow. And the seeder has a harrow on the front as well, so it's not going to be a big deal. Both of those implements, by the way, are 6 meters. So it's not going to take anywhere near as long to seed or power harrow this field, which is lovely. It's always nice to save time. And we're about to start our second headland, so we're very nearly done with this field, which is pleasing. I mean, it's been about an hour and a half. We've spent ploughing so far, including the bit where we, you know, became airborne because random giants physics glitch. And unrealism, yo, I'm just gonna spin this around with the plough in the ground and break all the moldboards. So, second headland, this is a bit of a wonky one, I will admit. It looks like to get out of the field we will have to drive over some ploughed ground, but shouldn't be too bad. And this shouldn't take too long because I've got a much smaller headland on this side of the field than the top, which should allow us to get it done fairly quickly. Some people are gonna probably wondering what I've been doing for the last hour and a half. I've got a YouTube video playing on my phone, being fed into headphones that earphones that I'm wearing inside my headphones at the moment. So for the people who wonder what on earth I do while I'm recording, this is a common enough thing where I will grab a video and watch it on my phone while I've got the video recording. I'll do the same thing while rendering, although usually I'll hop onto TeamSpeak at the same time. So I'll be back when we're just about finished up with the field. Get back to you guys in a moment. Less than 10 minutes later, and we're almost finished. Just have to do probably 2 short passes here. And then 1 more pass over by the gate. And that'll be this field fully ploughed up. And ready to be turned into a good seedbed. I haven't decided what we're going to seed here yet. What do I want to seed here? Ah, I know what I want to seed here. I have made a decision. I know what I'm going to seed. So you'll find that out next week. I'm just going to sweep around there like that. Grab this small bit here. There we go. And just 1 small bit of the field left to do. I do apologise for driving across the ploughed section here, but there's not really a whole lot of choice. And this is probably going to go through the gate, but this is going to be our last pass here. Yeah, it's just magically gone through the gate, and that is the field ploughed. That went a lot faster than I'd anticipated. I was expecting it to take about 3 hours, if I'm being honest. It only took 1.5 or so, which, you know, that's fine. I was expecting it to take at least 2. So why is Plough not wanting to fold up? Ah, here we go, it's folding now. Oh, it's unfolding in fact. It takes an age to fold this thing. I think the animation's running a bit slowly. And there we go. So that's going to do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do hit the like button. If you're new here and you enjoyed the video as well, do hit the subscribe button. I promise I don't always plough. This is the first time in quite a while that I've actually bothered using the plough. Yeah, next time we'll be cultivating with the power harrow that is over the shop. I've decided what I want to seed. We will not be using this seeder, I've decided. I'll have to get my hands on something else. But I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on Ventonwyn Estate. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.